Taste test time. Welcome back to Chef Charlie's Kitchen. It's really late, but y'all, I had to stay up because I had to make sure that the lasagna came out perfectly. So I was not about to fall asleep. So I forced myself to stay awake, and now I'm rewarding myself with the taste test. Okay. Now I could have recorded this taste test tomorrow. I'm trying to block the light from the stove area because it's really bright. But I could have recorded this taste test tomorrow, but I know that I wasn't gonna be able to wait tomorrow to taste this. And I wasn't gonna be able to fake it and be like it's my first time tasting this. So here I go at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm probably not gonna eat all of this, but I want y'all to see how it looks. So it's still hot, so it's not set yet. It's not like you know how you would see a lasagna like sitting up or whatever. It's not set yet because I cut it while it's still hot, so it's kind of like drooping down or whatever. But the rest of it is going to be able to set and get, and have a better structure. But it smells amazing. That's what it looks like. You can see a little bit of everything. You can see the zucchini. You can see the kale. I'm gonna cut right down the middle. I have not tasted this yet. Like I pulled like a piece of cheese off the top of it and tasted it, and that was good. But I haven't actually tasted this full thing. So I'm cutting right down the middle. I'm looking at my layers. They look really good. I can see all of my layers of cheese and everything like that. Open it up so y'all can see it. Oh wait, can y'all see it? So y'all can see the layers of cheese. Okay, so like I said, it doesn't have a really good structure because I cut it while it was hot. But now I'm getting ready to taste it. Oh, I see one of the mushrooms. It has a lot of mushrooms and zucchini in it. I like a lot. I like a good chunky sauce. Mm. Mm. Okay, let's get into it. And mushroom soaked up a lot of good flavor from the sauce. Yeah, that's great. You can't tell it's brown rice pasta. It tastes like lasagna. It tastes like lasagna. You would never know that this is brown rice pasta. Because it's surrounded by so much flavor, like you're not even worried about it like that. It's so good. It's great. The zucchini is nice and soft. It's a little softer than what I usually like my zucchini in other scenarios outside of lasagna. Like I usually like my zucchini a little bit more firm, but because it's cooked in for an hour and it has the acid, the acid of tomato is also breaking it down before he actually contacted it. It's gonna be a little soft, but I don't mind it in lasagna. It's a piece of kale. Well, Italian sausage flavor is all throughout it. That fennel seed, that spice, that's something serious right there. And man, all the cheeses work really well together. I don't have no complaints. This brown rice pasta is eating like pasta, like regular white pasta. Like when I serve this, I'm not even gonna tell nobody it's brown rice pasta. I'm just gonna let them eat it. It's so good. Yeah, I know. But the pasta itself is perfectly cooked. It's not too soggy. It's not too hard. I'm eating the pasta by itself. I'm not getting no brown rice vibes whatsoever. Tastes great. This is a win for me. This is allowing me to be able to eat lasagna again. And you know what's crazy is I didn't even realize that I wasn't eating lasagna, or that I hadn't eaten lasagna in a really long time until my coworker mentioned lasagna, and I was like, wow, I haven't had lasagna in a while. And then I realized why, because I stopped eating white pasta. So anything with white pasta I really wasn't really messing with like that, but now I can have my lasagna back. I'm so happy. The sauce is perfect. Everything. Everything's super flavorful. So one thing I forgot to so good. The herbs and the spices are perfect. Like they mixed in perfect. Like everything is wonderful. What I forgot to say in the first video, that inside of the white cheese paste with the ricotta cheese, the ricotta cheese spread, I forgot to say that I added 2 eggs. So in that ricotta cheese spread is ricotta cheese, coconut milk, 2 eggs, aged Asiago cheese, Romano cheese, and Parmesan cheese, fresh parsley, um green onions. Yeah. And after I built this whole after I built the whole lasagna and put it in the oven, I tasted the ricotta cheese spread by itself, because as you know, I had a little bit left, and I immediately got kind of sad because I was like, dang, I should have tasted this before I built the whole lasagna, because the spread itself, you know, I felt like it could use a little salt and pepper. So I kind of like got a little down. I was like, dang, I hope it don't come out like less flavorful because I didn't add that salt and pepper, but I'm not missing it at all. It's perfect. And if I would have added it, I don't feel like it would have made too much of a difference. It probably would have took it over and made it too salty. So I'm glad I didn't. But before I tasted this, I was like, oh man, I hope it doesn't like affect the flavor of it. And it didn't. Because the sauce had plenty of flavor to go throughout everything. Go throughout the mushrooms, go throughout the asparagus. The sauce had all the flavor in it, and it really just trickled down. There's flavor everywhere in here. Look at that kale right there. This is so good. I'm really tired, so y'all probably can't see. Like my face probably seems like I'm not making expressions, but it's just because it's really late at night. But it's so good. I really can't wait to take a piece of this to my coworker and let her taste it, because I told her I was gonna bring her some since she gave me the idea about the coconut. And at first, I wouldn't say that I picked up any coconut flavor in here from the milk, but I am getting that nuttiness in the ricotta spread, you know. And coconut milk tenderizes. That's one of my favorite attributes about coconut milk. It tenderizes anything that it's in. And it kind of permeates and releases that flavor out of whatever it's in. And it did that because I put fresh parsley and green onions in there. And both of those are very fibrous and kind of hard to chew if you don't cook them properly. So I just put them straight into that spread. I didn't like cook them or heat them up or anything like that. So it worked in that way. But I'm picking up the nuttiness from the spread that the coconut milk added. Was giving it like a unique, different little taste. And I'm picking up. And I'm loving it. I'm still getting my little stems of I enjoy my little stems of, what's this called? Kale. Like little pieces of the stem throughout. That's my favorite part of leafy greens, the stem. When I eat collard greens, like a pot of collard greens, my favorite part is the stem, because the pieces of stem that's still left and that is a part of the greens, they absorb all of that flavor, all that seasoning, all that juice. Like I could just eat a plate of stems, a plate of collard green stems. I swear I could. It's so good because it just absorbs everything. You know, that's actually the function of a stem in a plant, is to absorb the water up out of the ground and give it to, and feed it into the leaf of the branch, right? I mean the leaf of the vegetable or whatever, or the flower or whatever it is, and the stem still has that same function when you're cooking it. It absorbs and it holds in flavor, just how it holds in the nutrients and absorbs the water. It's that same function when you cook it. So I enjoy getting those little stems of kale throughout, because it's absorbed all the flavor. Same thing with mushrooms. Mushrooms taking all of the flavor of whatever is around it. That's why you can really put mushrooms in anything, because they kind of adapt, But yeah, whew, this is good stuff, y'all. And I said I was not going to eat all of this, but I lied. Eat all of this. Yeah. I can still, even though I cooked the kale and the onions and celery down, I can still see it. I can, like, if I look, I can even see the fresh rosemary that I put in here. I can pick it all out. I love that. I can tell that that's a piece of celery that I cut up. This is a piece of rosemary that I put in. Fresh piece of rosemary. I love to be able to see the stuff that I put in. It doesn't disappear. That's one difference between processed food and fresh, whole, real food. Everything you put in, you can pick it right back out. You can see. I see my onion. I still can even tell the difference between the red pieces of onion and the Vidalia onion, because they still have that color. Which means they still are carrying that nutrients and that vibrance from the color. The more colorful your vegetables are, the more nutrients and minerals that they have. So if after cooking it you can still see the color, that's a good thing. You're still getting your nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and everything that veggies provide for you. Ooh, look at that big old piece of mushroom right there. Even the mushrooms are still kind of firm. They're not completely, they still got some bite to it. Like I'm still chewing this mushroom. That's a good thing. That's why I don't cook it. Just put it straight in there raw. So it gets some of that, still get that nutrients. But yeah, that's good. Alright, y'all, this is a 15-minute video. Results are A-okay. I'm fully satisfied. Flavor's there. Everything's bomb. And if I didn't tell nobody that this is brown rice pasta, no one will ever know. Y'all have a good night. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, comment. See you guys next Sunday. Sunday in Chef Charlie's Kitchen.